Good morning to the grind. Go to the grind. You know what it is, man. It's time to get to work. It's time to wake up and get it. Not because we got to, but because we get to. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 virtual video podcast, man. It's about the grind. It's about the work. You're already up, not because you have to be, but because you get to be. God bless us to have another day, another opportunity to achieve, to excel, to be better than we were yesterday, to put forth that effort to get to where we want to be. Today's topic is control what you feel. I'm talking to so many people that have emotional problems with their business. Can't get over the personal conflicts of business development, relational currency, problems with people, problems with systems, problems with stuff, whatever the case is. And that feeling is only going to stagnate anyone's growth. What you feel may not even be real. For instance, you could feel like someone thinks ill of you, and that could hold you back from dealing with someone that thinks well of you. You don't know, but that feeling is if we can't get control of it, it's going to control us. So today, as we talk about controlling what we feel, think about going to work excited. I was on a training this morning, amazing Eileen Ross. A shout out to you, amazing leadership. I'm signed in. I'm in the win. So whatever I'm on it, and I'm on it earlier than most, and I'm on it later than most, and over time I'm gonna have more than most. That's just the science of it, the work. But what she was talking about was that emotional intelligence, the roller coaster ride. And she does this training of like a scale, if you will. You know, you see the ups, the downs. It's got the scales of what you may have done quarterly, but there's one being that stays consistent within it all, and that's you. How do you navigate the ups and downs of business? The client that didn't call back, the prospect that didn't, sign up, the company that didn't go through, the foreclosure that came through and you couldn't, whatever the case is. What do you do when you have to navigate an accident on the freeway? So many things happen, man. This is an amazing time in the world. We're talking about adversity. This is a time of adversity. This is the time where we get to put ourselves in a position that most won't, because they're looking at the situation with emotions, caught up in the news, caught up in the problem, caught up in the situation, as opposed to caught up in what solutions that we could come up with that change things. That's the only thing that changes anything, the solution. So the problems evolve all around. Let's talk about some solution-oriented people, our partners in success. It's amazing. I appreciate them. I thank so many different organizations and businesses, entrepreneurs that support, even behind the scenes, just so we can continue to share this powerful, positive word to inspire others. Again, shout out to our community right there. Let's get into it. Check out some of our partners in success.
GMT Good Deeds, sponsored by Veritex Community Bank. True to Texas, true to you.
Phrases like hang in there can be empty words unless backed with support and strategies. So in today's Veritex Community Bank Good Deeds Spotlight, a local charity group that helps women after job loss, divorce, and other major life challenges. Adventure and Victory, Inc. supports the personal growth of Dallas women and children from moderate and low-income families. For 25 years, the group is best known for empowering women and transforming lives. Their Dream Builders program offers life coaching and special training opportunities for girls. They also hold monthly Prayer in the City meetings that bring together community leaders, families, and local businesses. Volunteers recently provided fresh produce, milk, backpacks, and office supplies during its annual back-to-school event for more than 100 children and families. They also hold an annual Christmas and holiday outreach program. If you'd like to help Adventure and Victory, Inc., call 214-358-0304 or look for them on the North Texas Giving Day website on September the 17th.
Here it is, Collect the Cash. It is the #1 must-have book for cash collections as a business owner. The book, Collect the Cash, will teach you how to stop leaving money on the table. After all, collections are uncomfortable for everyone. Customers are dodging collection calls. See, what had happened was, and the sale is not complete until the money is in the bank, but you must collect it first. So go ahead and grab your copy now at www.collectthecash.biz/books. Grab your book today and stop leaving money on the table.
Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
Got motivation? Then speak. That's right, I'm back on my soapbox again. It's not just speaking, it truly is a career. And I'm looking to capture you, those people who says, yes, I want to be a speaker. Or those of you who are already a speaker, but you want to take your speaking career to the next level. That's what Got Motivation and Speak is all about. We start off with the masters of what a career path is about. Then we move into getting your thoughts on paper. And from getting your thoughts on paper, we get into packaging yourself as a speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't stop there because we teach you how to go from free speaking, that's right, free speaking to fee speaking. Wouldn't it be nice to get paid for what you know? On top of that, guess what? I'm going to share something with you. You've been speaking your whole entire life. But the only thing is you haven't gotten paid for it. Well, Got Motivation, Then Speak want to teach you how to get paid for speaking. That's right, there's an audience waiting just for you. Also teach you about product creation because all speakers need to have some type of product. That's what Got Motivation and Speak is all about. I'm waiting to see you in my next seminar. Got Motivation? Then Speak.
Full Force Protection Services, the protective services you need for you, your family, and your businesses. Full Force Protection Services provides cannabis security, executive protection, armed transport, event security, home protection, home security installation, family protective services, and more. Full Force Protection Services has all the skills you need for your protection. The skill set includes weapon screening, keen observation, de-escalation technique, crime prevention, loss prevention, surveillance, and more. Full Force Protection Services is affordably priced to fit any budget. For immediate services, contact 707-407-5133. That's 707-407-5133. Don't get caught without protection, and don't get caught without full force.
Absolutely. Full force protection, my man. Andre, you're doing your thing up there in Las Vegas. Got some connections for you too, but man, keep on protecting the people. And just as you think about the topic for today, back to what we're talking about, it controlling, those feelings, those emotions, that thing that holds you back, what they might think about you, what they might be saying about you, what they might say no, the last time you tried, or it's too hard. They might talk about me, all those other things like that. What if I lose? What if we win? What about that feeling? What about the feeling of achievement? What about the feeling of, man, accomplishment? What about the feeling of, man, I'm so different today that hardly nobody can recognize who I was yesterday. And if they talked about who I was yesterday, people would ask them, why would you take the time to talk about somebody that changed their life so much? And why aren't you? That's all you can live by. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all the work applied to you. Apply the work to match the level of your faith and face the fear and do it anyway. But you got to overcome those emotions, that feeling of what they might say. Man, you don't feel like getting up today. Guess what? A lot of times we don't feel like going to work, but we get up and go to work. What about you don't feel like? Who wants to feel like? But you get to put that in your mindset of, you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do to get to where I want to get to because I get to. And please excuse the technical difficulties of the graphics. I hope the content, outweighs the aesthetic of the pixelation of the screen. Please excuse the technical difficulties there. As we talk about this topic, I want to share with you, one of the best, most powerful speakers in the world, as he speaks on emotions, what you feel. Well, so what? Who cares what we feel? Nobody even cares. And most of all, they don't know because internally we'll hold it inside and walk around and feel something. And what that does is permeates outside. So when you're at work and you're a greeter at the door, even at the Ross, where the loss prevention people right there introduce you in, it's a way to even do that. It's how you feel. You could do it. Welcome to Ross. Ross, good morning. Whatever. Man, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do with excellence. That's the deal, man. Just don't control what you feel. Let's listen to one of the best motivational speakers in the world today, Mr. Eric Thomas, as he speaks on overcoming.
At the end of your feelings is nothing, but at the end of every principle is a promise. Behind your little feelings, it might not be absolutely nothing at the end of your little feelings, but behind every principle is a promise. And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not at your goal right now, because you just all about your feelings. You all on your feelings. You don't feel like waking up. So who does?
Your feelings don't matter. That's the deal. You may feel like doing something, maybe you don't feel like doing something. Doesn't matter.
Every day you say no to your dreams, you might be pushing your dreams back a whole 6 months, a whole year. That one single day, that one day you didn't get up could have pushed your stuff back I don't know how long.
Stop waiting for something to move you and move yourself.
listen to me. You better grow up and get to the point as a man that if you ever get beat, you better get beat by somebody that's just purely more talented than you are. You better not ever get beat by somebody because you beat yourself. If a lion see an animal that's wounded, or a real hunter see an animal that's wounded, what do? They don't kill him. Why don't they kill him? He already hurt. And they beast. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts. It's the hunt that they're excited about. Real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize.
Let me introduce you to the concept of success. Ben Franklin was a pretty smart guy, and I want to start with a quote by him. If you do tomorrow what you did today, you will get tomorrow what you got today. You want to know what that means? The average American makes between 3 and 5% more each year. That's the deal. And in today's economy, I'm not sure we're going to make the 3 to 4 to 5% next year as employees. So it takes you 20 years to double your income in America as an average person. That's the mediocrity that we're stuck in life. And then you meet people who have the uncanny ability to double their income in a year, to get promoted 5 times in a year. The ones that beat the system, the ones that conquer it. You've all seen them, haven't you? The difference between them and the ones that don't do that is that they wake up in the morning and they think differently. They understand that if I do tomorrow what I did today, I'm going to get tomorrow what I got today. You want a bigger car? How about a nice house in Tahiti? Sure, would you love a nice house in the hills? We all want better things, don't we? We all want more friends, more stuff, more money, more security, more travel, more enjoyment. If you do the same thing tomorrow that you did today, you're stuck. Stuck. And it doesn't change. And it grows a little at a time. And you get a taste of success. But it's never fast enough. It never excites you. And when it does, it's a good month, or a good 2 months, or a good 3 months. But it doesn't provide a trajectory that creates success. So the first thing I want you to think about today is I want you to wake up tomorrow and do something different. And understand if you do the same damn thing, you're stuck. Just because you did it a certain way yesterday, there's no reason to do it that way today. You wake up in the morning, you're failing. So you blame the president, you blame Congress, you blame Greece, blame the euro. I mean, construction industry, it's the mayor, it's the... And you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you're not failing because it's the other guy's fault or it's the economy's fault. But if you looked in the mirror and said, I'm failing because of me, you wouldn't like it and you'd change that. And I believe the common denominator of failure in any business is excuses. Why are you failing? You never say because of me. Oh, it's the competition. It's the economy. It's the president. It's Congress. If you wake up tomorrow morning and blame your failure on someone or something else, you have no reason to change, do you? It's that son of a fault. Son of a gun! I did everything I could! But if you woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and said, I am failing because of me, the decisions that I make, the energy I put in, I'm not passing the blame. If you look in the mirror tomorrow and say that, you will change. Because nobody likes thinking of themselves as a failure. How often does that happen to us in our day-to-day lives? Family, the biggest excuse of all. Time! Every one of those excuses was bullshit, wasn't it? Think about it. Every single one. At the end of the day, winners win. But as long as you don't put it on you, you have no motivation to change it. So in short, if you own your failure, you'll own your success. If you don't own your failure, you'll never dig out. And I find that in any business. Always the common denominator of failure, personally, is excuses. You don't want to be a failure, do you?
Control what you feel, man. Winners win. All of that, we get it. I wanted to share that with you from some of the most powerful speakers in the world. I've been following success, following leadership, and listen to powerful tapes. And listen to people that are going and doing what I want to do in my life, going where I want to go in my life, and that's how I get down. Those of you that subscribe to that same notion, I'm glad that you chime in too each morning to catch this, or through the day, wherever you get it, on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook page, man. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. And again, we appreciate our partners in success. And just a shout out to my main man, Judah Oliver, the first poet, inaugural poet laureate of Pomona.
Pomona is poetry, a tapestry, a canvas, a mecca, a magnet, a pathway, a portal, a pass, a place, a progression in process, city of 6 P's, city of a Silk Road nature, feeding everything and permitting, transport from our valley to the sea, from the sea to the mountains, from the south and west to the east. We straddle 3 counties, Orange, San Bernardino, and Los Angeles counties, 10, 60, 71, 57, 210, and Route 66, and artistic culture is our bounty. And downtown we have our own arts colony, Pomona, known statewide for arts and innovation. Pomona, known nationwide for spoken word poetry. Pomona, known locally for peacocks, hills and valleys, Cal Poly, Mount Sac, the Fairplex of LA County, trade shows, speedway races, people of multiple races act characters, the DBA, the Glass House, the Metro, the Fox, grooving on a Friday night. Pomona got a goddess, and we have the heart to bear fruit, but we hold the spirit of hip-hop and punk rock, self-determination, and mindful meditation on crafts and side hustles. Pomona is poetry. Pomona is art and architecture. Pomona is progression. After a long acknowledged pause, we have a new front in a united cause for peace, advocacy, equity in art, arts, and education. Pomona's parks are perking up to provide safe spaces for our youth and elation. Goal line connecting us to more community and economic opportunity. This is the new Pomona now. Let's get on the frequency.
In anticipation of a profound insight from Minister Farrakhan, I prepared a chart. And this is a chart that I think says in another way what he so profoundly provided us today. This chart to me represents beautiful, educated, moneyed black people all over America. It could represent black organizations, it could represent black churches, it could represent black social and civic organizations. And what you will notice about these beautiful black people all over America is that everybody is doing their own thing. Caught up in a Eurocentric value of rugged individualism. Having forgotten that it takes a village to raise a child. There is no power here, brothers and sisters. There is no power here. Power is most effective concentrated. You can take a 55-gallon drum of water, spill it over, it will disperse, find its own level, and eventually evaporate. You can take that same 55-gallon drum of water, put it under pressure, put a lid on it, put a hose in it, put a nozzle on the end of that hose, and it can cut concrete. There is no power with us being disconnected. See, there's nothing wrong with dispersion. I live in Cleveland, you live in Atlanta. We have folk in the Caribbean, we have folk in Africa. That's dispersion. That's okay, but we do not have to be disconnected. We are a disconnected people. We are powerless in disconnection. This is where all the power is. You see? This is where all the power is. Whether you are at the center of your own network or part of someone else's network, this is where the power is. There's a beautiful African proverb that says, when spiders unite, they can tie up a lion. When we connect, because we are disconnected, we're disconnected from those of like mind. We're disconnected from the best practices in our community. I don't care what it is that you want to do, what profession you want to engage in, what business you want to get into. I can introduce you to brothers and sisters all over America they are doing it to death. You just don't know who they are. You are disconnected from them. There is no power in disconnection. Okay? When we connect, we prevent interlopers from coming into our communities and taking and destroying at will.
All right, George.
Try to open up the Booker T. Washington delicatessen in Chinatown and see what happens. So we must connect. We must connect the dots. That must be the movement for our people in the 21st century. We need a lot of us doing a little instead of a few of us doing a lot. We need to get together to get ahead. That is why we must network. That is what we teach at the Power Networking Conference in June in Cleveland. Come and visit with us.
Thank you, George.
Thank you very much.
Please
remember what it said in Isaiah. Remember what it says in Isaiah. And the voice of the Lord said, whom shall go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. We must go, brothers and sisters. We must do this. We must take on the responsibility. We are responsible for our own success or failure. Thank you.
Thank George Fraser for being here, please.
We must go forward. We must do the work. We must apply the level of work to match the level of our faith, and we must control what we feel. I met Dr. George C. Fraser years ago, over a decade ago. I was unprepared. I didn't have the income. I didn't have the status. I didn't have the posture, but I had the confidence, and I went inside of that door, and I've never come out since. It's changed the trajectory of my life. And I know that it will be impactful to change also the trajectory of my legacy. So no matter what it may seem like in the interim, in the middle, in the ground, in the grind, in the work, in the process, in the mud, in the trenches, whatever it is, while it is what it is, do the work, keep going. And you gotta embrace the process, overcome those feelings, overcome those feelings. You know, you gotta get up. But not because you have to, mentally, because you get to. We get to enjoy the day. We get to look up. We get to have problems. We get to have situations. We get to have the free will to decide where we want to overcome, focus on solutions to situations, or we want to focus on situations and forget about the solutions. There's plenty of situations. Let's get to some solutions. You have it within you to develop it. We all have it inside of us. Let's do the work. I'm looking forward to doing the work with you. Listen, go to my website, KeJohnnaOwens.com. Go to KeJohnnaOwens.com. You check out 7 Keys to Success. It's also a free downloadable. You can go to Amazon. Also, you can purchase the book there. You can get it online for $14.99. That includes shipping and handling, and I will sign it and send it to you with some what's called ancillary products and information as well. Check it out at KeJohnnaOwens.com. And it's been an amazing day. It's going to be an amazing day. Get out there and win. Get out there and succeed on purpose. The only thing can happen is that we get to put ourselves where we want to be. We get to do the work that God allowed us to do because we get another day. We get another day. So get out there and get it because you can. Man, it's been an amazing day. Get out there. This has been the Morning Grind Grindology101 virtual podcast with your guy, KeJohnna Owens, man. Win on purpose, man. We get to. Nothing works but the work. I'll see you tomorrow.